Good evening. We'd like to welcome everyone who's joining us tonight. We'll be starting the program shortly. Please stand by. Thank you.
Ni hao and welcome to our annual Lunar New Year celebration. On behalf of Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, Happy Year of the Ox. By participating in today's webinar, you authorize the Office of the Brooklyn Borough President to use your name and appearance in photos, print, digital, or other media. Today we will have remarks from Borough President Adams, the Deputy Borough President, and the Consul General of China, and the Chinese Ambassador Winnie Greco. We thank you for attending and hope you enjoyed. Now we will have remarks from our Chinese Ambassador Winnie Greco.
Hi everyone， 大家好。今天是我们布鲁克林区长亚当斯办公室和我们牌楼学会一起共同主办的2021年庆祝牛年新年活动，欢迎大家在这里给大家拜个晚年，祝大家新年快乐，恭喜发财，身体健康。今天也是我们的元宵节，让我们所有的人团团圆圆，家庭幸福。
大家新年快樂，身體健康，萬事勝意，恭喜發財！
饺子是代表我们中国传统文化，饺子就是包起来呢，它这个饺子就像金元宝，是吧？金元宝呢就是代表财富，然后呢，我们吃饺子呢就代表我们全家团团圆圆、开开心心的过新年，是这样子的。
奶奶，为什么这是什么东西？
饺子包饺子用的，里面的肉馅，里面有白菜，有虾呢，刚才把皮剥了在里面，还有呢白菜在一起，味道非常好。我们就是每年为了过年，大家都要家家户户都是要包饺子，代表金元宝。所以呢，我们这个饺子呢，就是把大家每年聚在一起，家里的人饺子包起来，大家团结在一起。是吧？
哎呀，我们这边饺子都包好了，什么时候可以吃啊？
这个就可以了，我们就马上可以开始吃了。
啊，好，我很饿啊，我好想吃。
好吧，那我们快点做了，猪我马上烧了。
勺子呢？啊，我那有啊。
哦，大家来吃饺子喽！
好。哎，给我一个，给我一个，太棒了，太棒了！宝贝，好吃吗？
宝贝，好吃不好吃啊？
很棒。
好吃啊，very good 是吧？
耶！
哎，宝贝，每人一个。
谢谢，谢谢。
有吃。还有奶奶也有的哦。祝奶奶身体健康，万事如意，牛年吉祥。祝宝贝红红火火，学业进步。
祝大家新年快乐，恭喜发财！
大家元宵节快乐 ！Wish you a happy Lantern Festival。这样子两边合起来，用这样子两只手对折，这样子。然后你自己折。
我是老大，
我是老二，我是老三，
我是老四，
我是老五。
牛气冲天，我们五朵金花，祝大家元宵节快樂！
在大家我要來快樂
Happy Lantern Festival！吃元宵了！
人人人，阖家团圆。
做法：用冷水煮麦片至水滚，香菇去蒂切碎丁，马蹄切碎丁，红萝卜切碎丁和少许细片，黑木耳切碎丁，大白菜切片块，素肉片泡水1小时后撕成丝，再切碎，切姜末和姜片。热锅后下姜末和香菇爆香，再放黑木耳拌炒。准备1大碗，放入老豆腐抓碎，加入切成碎丁的红萝卜、马蹄、素肉丝、煮好的麦片，加入香菇、黑木耳，再加入面包粉，稍微放置5分钟后，揉成圆球状。热炸油锅，第1次炸至金黄色，固定形状。捞起后，第2次再炸。第2次炸过的油倒出，留一点点，下入姜末爆香，加大白菜翻炒，再加入红萝卜片，加盐巴、素蚝油。白菜炒软后，再加入冷水，煮滚之后加入狮子头，焖煮10分钟后，捞起丸子，把白菜盛起，摆盘。调酱汁，玉米淀粉，加入些许冷水和剩余的汤汁，煮一会儿，再将汤汁淋在丸子上即可食用。 各位人间小厨、谈心说菜的好朋友们，大家吉祥！
大家牛年大吉，元宵节快乐！这是我们鲁艺餐馆的招牌菜福州佛跳墙啊，里面有鲍鱼、海参、花椒啊，新鲜的，就是安全的。祝大家牛年大吉！
祝大家新年快乐！
交流总会在此恭祝大家新年快乐，万事如意，恭喜发财。
It's an honor to be here. I wish you all great health and prosperity in 2021. 谢谢。
恭喜发财！
起鼓。
恭喜發財，
新年快樂！
Santai Kin Hong,
Happy New Year!
Eric Adams! Yeah!
Hello, I'm Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams. I'm so pleased to join the Sino-American New York Brooklyn Archway Association for the Lunar New Year's celebration as we welcome the Year of the Ox. In Asian culture, an ox is considered an animal of strength. It is associated with good harvest and resilience. We pray that this strength and resilience finds itself in all of us in the upcoming year. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we were unable to invite all of you to Brooklyn Borough Hall as we have in previous years. But we can still celebrate the Lunar New Year and bring it to you and your family virtually. This past year has been extremely difficult for all of us, but Brooklyn has remained strong and fought back thanks to frontline heroes and those helping our neighbors in need. We are especially thankful for the medical professionals, community leaders, and volunteers who contribute daily in the battle against COVID-19. Brooklyn has been particularly lucky to have built strong ties with our Chinese community across the city and internationally through our sister city partnerships and friendship agreements. As the COVID-19 pandemic came upon us, our Chinese brothers and sisters face vicious stereotyping and racism. But instead of retreating, the Chinese community reached out in the true spirit of One Brooklyn. When Brooklyn and New York City were facing a mask shortage, our friends came to our aid with thousands of mask donations. When faced with food insecurities, our friends came to help with food donations that fed thousands. I'm deeply and truly grateful for all of your kind, generous, and life-saving support during this difficult period. I hope this holiday season is filled with joy and peace, and your New Year's resolutions come true. So, on behalf of 2.6 million Brooklynites, and in the spirit of One Brooklyn, I would like to say, Gung Hei Fa Choi, Happy New Year.
Dear friends, it's my great pleasure to join the Year of the Ox Lunar New Year celebration. Although the pandemic prevents us from getting together, this virtual event can still bring us a cultural feast of Chinese cuisine and art performances. Brooklyn is one of the most diverse boroughs in New York City, and we are glad to see that Chinese Americans are living harmoniously with other communities here. I highly appreciate President Adams' efforts to safeguard the rights of the Chinese Americans and to strengthen understanding and the friendship between our two countries. To overcome current difficulties and create a better future, China and the United States must work shoulder to shoulder with the rest of the world. I wish the celebration a complete success, and I hope you all have a pleasant evening. May the Year of the Ox bring you health and happiness. 祝大家新春快乐，万事如意，牛年大吉。
Pleasure for me to welcome you to Brooklyn Borough Hall as we celebrate the Year of the Ox. It's special because that's also my birthday. And my sister Winnie, come here for a minute, Winnie. I know that she'll speak later. It's also her birthday as well. We're both Oxes together and we get along really great. So it's a celebration, and I'm happy and elated to present citations to members in the Chinese community for being outstanding during this COVID pandemic. So I'm going to do the first presentation. I'm going to read it in its entirety. It says, It says the Office of the President, Borough of Brooklyn citation, whereas being a hero is not something you do to acquire friends and popularity. It's the good you do for others, oftentimes at great peril, while nobody else is looking, with no cameras rolling and no exception of anything in the return. The term essential worker has taken on new meaning during the COVID-19 pandemic, and extraordinary individuals immediately recognize what this pandemic would mean for others. People with disabilities, people who are food and housing insecure, people who struggle to support their families, and whereas all of Brooklyn joins Sino, America, New York, Brooklyn, Archway Association, family, friends, and supporters to celebrate Year of the Ox, that's my year, a Lunar New Year virtual program, and to honor and recognize the FDNY Phoenix Society for the contributions they have made in our communities during the COVID-19 pandemic. And whereas, without any thought of your own personal safety and wellness and full understanding of the risks involved, you sprang into action to help as many people as possible because it's the right thing to do. Brooklyn's COVID Heroes highlights what it means to be a Brooklynite, to be tough, tenacious, and dogged in your determination to do what needed to be done. Whether it was to distribute food to the hungry and poor, harness ingenuity by calling in every favor to get masks and PPE from whomever needed them, or shuttle on buses the trains, or brave first responders to their various hospitals and health care facilities to tend to the ailing and afflicted. In some cases, a phone call, words of encouragement, or musical entertainment proved to be just the right positive energy for the tough days, especially during the height of the pandemic. And whereas many of our heroes are unsung, many will never get the recognition they deserve, but one thing for certain, they will all be appreciated. I am proud to recognize the contributions of some of these heroes whose generous efforts directly contributed to the safety and well-being of Brooklyn residents and institutions to the COVID-19 pandemic. So I'm going to ask our representative, his name is, say his name for me, Winnie, so I'll say it right, I don't want to say it wrong.
President David D.
To come forward to accept this on behalf of the Phoenix Society of FDNY, and it reads, now therefore I, Eric L. Adams, President of the Borough of Brooklyn, do hereby confer this citation to FDNY Phoenix Society, in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the Borough of Brooklyn to be affixed this 26th day of February 2021. And it is signed by our Brooklyn Borough President. So I'm going to step out so you can see. Come on in, accept your award. So it's my pleasure and honor to present you with this award so well earned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please take the podium.
Good afternoon. My name is David Lin, the president of the FDNY Phoenix Society. So we were founded in 2013. We've come a long way since our founding days. I was actually one of the co-founders for the society, and we represent Asian members within our community, and we're also the cultural bridge between the New York City Fire Department and our Asian community. And I mean, the best home is actually in Brooklyn. So this is our home over here, where many of our communities grew up in, such as Sunset Park, Bensonhurst, Bay Parkway, Gravesend, and Sheepshead Bay, and many other countless neighborhoods. And we'd like to thank Borough President Eric Adams in his tirelessly and continuous effort with our partnership in distributing PPE to our communities, in addition to financial hardship to many members within the community, mainly through food distribution. There are many hungry families out there without proper nutrition at home, and thank you to Borough President Eric Adams. He has made that possible with his borough office. and by nourishing each family one day at a time, whether it is from protective equipment to the New York City Fire Department and the Asian community, to putting food on the table to many family members as well too, where no one goes hungry at all. And I would like to thank everyone and thank the borough's office for giving us this citation to the FDNY Phoenix Society, and all of our members in the fire department, whether they are firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, fire protection inspectors, or our administrative staff. We are humbly grateful for this award, and we just want to show our gratitude.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're well deserved.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So we congratulate FDNY Phoenix Society for the stellar job that you've done during the pandemic and for putting your lives on the line. So it's now indeed a pleasure for me to call forward our next honoree. Please come forward, the next honoree, because we're not going to read this citation in its entirety. So I just want to at least read. Whereas on behalf of all Brooklynites, I salute Susan Wang. Did I say that President of the Wang Group of New York City Incorporated, for her dedication and commitment to serve the community and those in need. I applaud her enthusiasm about charity and providing humane home care services to nearly 10,000. Did you hear that number? 10,000. Wow. Chinese elderly, and that means our senior citizens, the people whose shoulders we rest upon, residents throughout the tri-state area. I commend her company, the Wang's Group, New York Incorporated, for providing employment opportunities for thousands of home care workers and members, contributing to the economic growth in the communities she so proudly serves. I acknowledge her extraordinary commitment to our borough's aging and physically challenged residents while ensuring they remain in the community. So, I recognize her values and philosophies to provide a full range of quality home care services with sensitivity and understanding, while providing peace of mind for families and friends as they honor the aging of all races, religions, and economic backgrounds. And I thank Susan Wang for helping to make Brooklyn a better and secure place for the elderly as they enjoy their sunset years. I praise her for donating thousands of masks and protective gloves throughout New York City communities and distributing food to the communities during the COVID-19 pandemic. I commend her for having such a positive impact on the community, improving the lives of others, and I thank her for all that she has done to help our communities move forward as one Brooklyn. Now, therefore, I, Eric L. Adams, President of the Borough of Brooklyn, do hereby confer this citation on Susan Wang, in witness thereof, where I herefore unto set my hand and cause the seal of the Borough of Brooklyn to be affixed this 26th day of February 2021. Thank you. Please, say a few words. Oh, I forgot.
Just take a picture.
Oh, I'll put my mask on, please. And take my glasses off.
Okay.
You don't want to speak?
No.
Oh. I need some water. Okay, so now it is indeed an honor for me to present a citation to Gary Kong. Whereas, without any thought of your own personal safety and willingness and full understanding of the risks involved, you sprang into action to help so many people as possible because it's the right thing to do. Brooklyn COVID's hero highlight what it means to be a Brooklynite, to be tough, tenacious, and dogged. Whereas many of our heroes are unsung, many will never get the recognition they deserve. But one thing is for certain, they all are appreciated. I am proud to recognize the contribution of some of these heroes, whose generous contributions directly contributed to the safety and well-being of Brooklyn residents and institutions throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. And now, therefore, I, Eric L. Adams, President of the Borough of Brooklyn, do hereby confer this citation on Gary Kong, in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the Borough to be affixed this 26th day of February 2021. Please. You can clap for him. Would you like to say a few words?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my name is Gary Kong. I'm here. Thank you for Eric Allen to get our company, KW Technologies, support. And also KW Technology is providing the one wire buster. If any people needs support, the one wire buster will be here. Thank you for Eric Allen. Thank you.
Thank you. The next awardee will be Ms. Shirley Hung. So Ms. Shirley Hung and her team were very helpful in delivering food, PPE equipment, and things of that sort to people in Brooklyn. So we read, without any thought to your own personal safety and wellness and full understanding of the risk involved, you sprang into action to help as many people as possible because it's the right thing to do. Brooklyn COVID Heroes highlights what it means to be a Brooklynite, to be tough, tenacious, and dogged in your determination to do what's needed to be done, whether it was to distribute food to the hungry and poor, harness ingenuity by calling in every favor to get masks and PPEs for whomever needed it. Whereas, on behalf of our heroes, who are unsung, many will never be recognized for what they have done or what they deserve to be recognized for. But one thing is for certain, without any thought, it's very clear that they need to be applauded and they need to be appreciated for all the work that they've done. I am proud to recognize the contributions of some of these heroes whose efforts directly contributed to the safety and well-being of Brooklyn's residents and institutions throughout COVID-19 pandemic. And therefore I, Eric L. Adams, President of the Borough of Brooklyn, do hereby confer this citation on Shirley Hung. And witness, therefore I, have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the Borough of Brooklyn to be affixed this 26th day of February 2021. So I'm proud to present this citation to Ms. Hung on behalf of President Adams. You're welcome.
I'm extremely honored and humbled to be here to receive this honor. I value this honor from Borough President Eric Adams a lot because Eric is the person among all the elected officials who actually go out and distribute masks and PPEs door to door in the senior buildings, in here and there, all over Brooklyn. He's the role model who actually walk the walk and talk the talk. Same as our Kaipa. I'm here, it's extremely honored to be here representing all our 1,100 physicians in the Chinese community, New York City. And during the pandemic happened in March 19th, I remember the day, we received a picture from a doctor in Long Island. We saw all the PPE, all over the world, people are wearing from head to toe the isolation gowns, the white isolation gowns, protecting very well. But our doctors in the city, they have to wear the same mask all week long. Mm-hmm. So when we saw that picture, our doctors cried, mm-hmm. and they donate all their personal masks in their office, collect it together, and send it directly to the hospital emergency rooms. Thank you, thank you. And back then, we helped put the news out to the media so everybody knows that the emergency room in New York City hospitals, they need masks, they need help, they need gowns, they need all the equipment. So we actually push all the newspaper to spread out the word. And I feel really extremely honored that Winnie, leading the whole team, all the leaders here in the Chinese community do so many things for our hospitals to save our doctors, save our nurses, in order for them to serve our patients. So I'm here truly thankful for the Borough President to leading everybody in the community to fight the COVID war. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have three more COVID heroes who are not here, but I feel that it's important that they be recognized. I will at least say the names of the organizations because they did help during the pandemic. And as Ms. Susan recounted, during the height of the pandemic, the only elected official who was out and about giving out PPE equipment, and he even got chastised by the mayor and the governor. They told him, "How dare you?" And he said, "How dare I not? And why aren't you?" And he worked in partnership with my dear sister Winnie, and we worked together getting donations from our partners in New York City who were Chinese and our partners in China from our sister city, getting PPE equipment. And for me to hear the story that Ms. Susan just recounted is amazing, to know that people had a heart for their brothers and sisters, to see that they were without, and they gave what they had because they didn't need it. So I want to thank you, Susan, and your team of doctors for the work that they've done. So 2 other organizations that are being acknowledged is the International Buddhist Progressive Society for the outstanding work that they've done during COVID-19. They too are COVID heroes.
Yes.
The other one is a person, Captain Sam Zinn. Did I say that right? Zinn. Winnie is training me well. So he isn't here, but we recognize him for all of the work that he did, and he's NYPD, and he's from the 90th precinct in Brooklyn. So he's awesome, and we thank him. The other hero who isn't here is Sherry Chan. So we recognize her. She's the chief of actuary at the Office of Actuary for the contribution she has made to the communities and beyond. So we thank Sherry. So now, our last honoree, and definitely not our least honoree, is Police Officer Lauren Au. Is that how you say her last name?
Yeah.
See, Winnie is training me so well. And I was given clear and direct instructions from Presidente Eric L. Adams and from the super boss over here, Winnie Greco, to read the proclamation in its entirety. And it reads, whereas Brooklyn is the home of some of the world's most extraordinary individuals of every persuasion and every walk of life, whose influences are felt by all with whom they come into contact. It is therefore fitting that we recognize those whose devotion to their fellow Brooklynites has been demonstrated throughout a lifetime of service and accomplishments. And whereas all of Brooklyn joins Sino America New York Brooklyn Archway Association, family, friends, and supporters, to celebrate the year of the ox. Of course, I have to throw it in. That's my year. That's my year. That's my year. That's my year. See, look, the oxes, we run the show. A Lunar New Year virtual program, and to honor and recognize NYPD Police Officer Lauren Au. That's my sister. We're oxes together. Of the 61st precincts, for the contributions she has made in our communities and beyond, and whereas on behalf of all Brooklynites, I salute Officer Lauren Au, born and raised in Brooklyn, all right now, where she attended school and currently resides and work. I acknowledge in 2006 she was a victim of a crime that motivated her to study criminal justice at John Jay. Do you know that's my alma mater for my undergrad and the Borough President's alma mater? And my undergrad is in criminal justice. Really? Yeah, and pursue her passion in helping others. I commend Officer Lauren Au for joining the New York City Police Department in January of 2008 as a police cadet while attending college. I applaud her completion of the Cadet Corps program and her graduation with a Bachelor's of Science degree. I commend her for joining the NYPD as a sworn police officer in January 2009. I recognize that from 2009 to 2012, she worked out of the 71st precinct, my local precinct. I don't know why, this girl, that's my home precinct. And is currently assigned to the 61st precinct as a community affairs officer. I appreciate her for being extremely responsive to the community concerns and ensuring that all of the community's needs and concerns are given priority and attention. I laud her for performing her duties without any thought to her own personal safety and wellness, and for having a full understanding of the risks involved, and thank her for all that she has done to touch and improve the lives of many, helping to move our communities forward as One Brooklyn. Now therefore I, Eric L. Adams, President of the Borough of Brooklyn, do hereby confer this citation on Police Officer Lauren Au. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the Borough of Brooklyn to be affixed this 26th day of February 2021, and the citation is signed by our Brooklyn Borough President, Eric L. Adams. So it's a pleasure for me to present you with this citation on behalf of the Borough President.
Thank you.
No.
This is such an honor. I am speechless. I just want to wish everybody a happy new year, good health, and we're also year of the ox, so this is our year.
It's our year.
Yeah.
It's our year.
Yes. I just want to say, 新年快樂，身體健康 and 記住食湯圓。Okay, thank you everybody.
So, before we end, I'm going to introduce you. Go back. So before we end, I want to just make it clear that this is a celebration. Under the norm, my sister, my fellow Ox, who I will introduce to you shortly, would have the halls of Borough Hall filled to its legal limit. Whatever that number is, I don't know, but I know that we never exceed the legal limit to capacity. Because of COVID-19, we are unable to do that. We have about 10 people in a room that holds 200 people. I was just corrected, 250 I was told just now, So, but we have about 8 people here who are representing the many members of the Chinese community who would be here. So, we have a small number of here, but they represent a large group, and a large group of people who worked tirelessly and fearlessly in partnership with the Borough President during the pandemic. The Chinese community were so instrumental in providing PPE masks throughout Brooklyn, and the BP went beyond Brooklyn. He went to Queens because he was called into Queens. He went to the Bronx because he was called into Bronx. But he started in his base, and it was because of the tireless work with our Chinese community. We have a sister who is part of our team. She's a volunteer. She's not on payroll here, but she should be and could be, but doesn't want to be. She works tirelessly to bridge the gap between the Chinese community and all communities, not just the black communities, because she was here when Marty Markowitz was here, the white and Jewish community. She was here for over 20, she was here longer than the Borough President has been here. It'll be 8 years for him, and this will be her 20th year. She's just a ferocious individual. She's committed to the people in Brooklyn, the people in Manhattan. She's just a person that's committed. And she's been a tremendous partner, especially during this pandemic. I can tell you first-handedly. So the people who are here, I'm going to ask you if you would stand with me. I'm asking you to stand up. It's only about 10 of us, and we're going to give our partner in Brooklyn Borough Hall, our Brooklyn partner who represents the Chinese community, the Borough Hall community, the black community, the white community. She does not care. If she can help you, she's going to help you. But she is determined to bridge the gap with the Asian community and to let people understand that the Chinese community are here to be friends. So I take this opportunity to thank you, Winnie. Come, Winnie. Winnie Greco. Let's clap for her.
Thank you.
She is the original COVID hero. So at this point, I turn the floor over to our sister and friend, Winnie Greco. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. My sister.
Always.
My Brooklyn Deputy Borough President, Ying Gui. Thank you. Dear Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, Deputy Borough President Ying Gui, Louis Martin, community leader and fan and guests, good evening. Happy New Year. 尊敬的亚当斯区长、英轨副区长、各位领导、社团领袖代表、各位来宾、朋友们，晚上好。今天是我们牛年的农历年，也是我们今天的正月15的元宵节。在这里，我们布鲁克林区长亚当斯办公室和中美纽约布鲁克林牌楼协会主办的2021年春节活动，首先向大家拜个晚年，元宵节快乐！祝大家身体健康，新年万事如意，阖家幸福。这是布鲁克林亚当斯区长 Eric Adams 所说的一个布鲁克林之家，有世界各地不同族裔的群体，共同互相分享之间的不同文化、节日的喜庆。农历新年期间，一直是纽约人和所有不同族裔社区来分享我们中华传统节日的庆祝活动。我代表中美纽约布鲁克林牌楼协会与亚当斯区长一起以最美好的新年祝福，祝愿社区安全、和平与繁荣。去年2020年是大流行病最具挑战性的一年，受到突如其来的病毒，在防不胜防新冠病疫情的大爆发期，亚当斯区长及时采取救灾行动，为抗疫病毒，亲自带领办公室员工、所有的义工们，免费提供发放防护用品、食物到全纽约市的各个地区的重灾区社区中。亚当斯区长 Eric Adams 他不是坐在办公室指挥救灾工作，而是亲自到第一线，送 PPE 防护用品和食物到医院，给解救第一线的急救医护人员、消防急救人员，他们在防护用品极其短缺的时候，给他们及时送到他们的手中，让他们能够有一个安全保护，去急救更多的受难的民众们，救他们的生命，弥补了短缺 PPE 的危机。区长亚当斯他特别重视保护民众的健康、生命安全第一，尤其是对低收入家庭，在最关键的时刻给他们提供了帮助。亚当斯区长亲自到重灾区密集居民区域的大楼，给每家每户居民免费发送 PPE 和食物。从2020年3月的疫情大爆发开始，一直到今天， 风雨无阻，不停地为纽约市民提供免费 PPE 防护用品和食物，近1年多的时间就在工作。我代表华人社区纽约市居民再次感谢区长亚当斯对我们每个人的健康和安全的保护。以美国佛教会、牌楼协会、UA3等50几个慈善机构的非营利机构，慈悲爱心的每个人捐赠者及在第一线的义工们合作，展开个人防护设备 PPE 和免费分发食物活动，以帮助社区，让我们在困难时期逆境中选择乐观态度的方式。这就是我们以一个布鲁克林的精神来迎接进入我们的新的一年，新的生活。同时，我衷心的感谢一直来奉献的所有华人社区组织和义工们，特别感谢宗教美国佛教联合会名誉法师、慈航精舍、佛冈山、纽约灵应寺、邦恩社区教会、纽约华人总商会华人社团的慈善机构，有 UA3 当行、亚美医师协会、美国浙江温州工商总会、美国江浙工商总会、北美格力电器、美国冲捞同乡会、中国建设银行和许多组织的慷慨捐赠，和中美纽约布鲁克林牌楼协会的义工们、秘书长梅建国、费小莲、翁寿梅、David Lee、布鲁克林华人协会、布鲁克林华人联合会、黄太、武太、布鲁克林亲子协会、Nickel Hunt、纽约华人总商会荣誉会长刘建邦、美华力量联名协会会长江景生、副会长罗维忠、义工刘海伦、陈维芳、谢绿晃，还有很多没有列在这里的无名英雄们，谢谢你们的付出和贡献。再次感谢各位合作伙伴和义工们，还有在我背后的老师长辈们和支持者，再次的感谢，千万说不尽的感谢。鼠年走，牛年到，扭转乾坤，金牛开鸿运。祝大家新年快乐，身体健康，万事大吉，元宵节团团圆圆，家庭幸福，吃元宵啦！再次感谢我们布鲁克林区区长亚当斯，为我们传统的文化节日，在这个疫情当中还保留着，继续在做这个春节活动，让我们在这个疫情当中能够有一个喜庆的日子，保存着我们传统的文化。感谢布鲁克林区长，感谢布鲁克林的办公室的副区长英贵，还有所有的来参加的嘉宾们，祝大家元宵节快乐！谢谢大家。I like to introduce someone. This one, I can say he is COVID-19 hero, but we don't honor him yet. Okay, but he on the line. We will next one, and this guy, he is working hard, almost a year from COVID-19 last year to this year, from PPE to the food distribution, always together with our borough president, our team, and he is the volunteer. So I want to introduce welcome the Jerry Low. Come on. Yep.
Thank you, Winnie. And this is my honors to be part of the team. And then also I would like to say thank you to another part of the team that didn't show up today, like Michelle Lin and our good friends and comers also. And we have a supporting team from the Grow Community Center and WAC Lighting. And then we have so many people that I cannot name. And of course, I have to thank you to Borough President Eric Adams that wherever I go, I always saw him. So a lot of time we went out to the hospital and then we stay outside at the emergency room outside that I saw Winnie, and they bring a lot of masks over there, and then we all meet up over there to bring the PPE to those people who need it. And also another thing is that they keep working on that, distribute food from the federal, and they never stop. So it's also to be my honor to be part of the team. And thank you very much, and Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Winnie. I don't know what Winnie said. However, I know Winnie. So whatever she said, it was accurate, it was positive, and it was from the heart. And I thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now, it's indeed a pleasure for me, on behalf of Brooklyn Borough President Eric L. Adams, Sino America,
yes,
and the entire borough of Brooklyn, and my sister Winnie, and yours truly, Deputy Brooklyn Borough President, Chaplain Ingrid P. Lewis Martin, to wish our Chinese brothers and sisters and all of the honorees a Happy New Year, Year of the Ox.
Year of the
Yay! Yay, Year of the Ox.
Happy New Year.
农历新年活动圆满成功，祝大家新春快乐，身体健康，出入平安。祝大家新春快乐，身体健康，出入平安。
恭喜發財！每到時將回元添，係利口福到時將，祝各位身體健康，萬事勝意，新年快樂！多謝多謝。
各位朋友，大家好。我係中華公所嘅主席于金山。26號咧係元宵節，咁我哋布魯倫區長咧都有慶祝活動，恭祝大家新年快樂。第二呢，我們恭喜我們布魯倫區長。
My name is Peter Tu. I'm representative of the FCBA to say congratulations to everyone who celebrating the Lunar New Year with Borough President of Brooklyn, Eric Adams. Wish everybody peace, healthy in the 2021 because this year is very special and we are going to getting well in the future. And just again, congratulations.
祝大家新年快乐！
各位亲爱的布鲁伦乡亲朋友，大家好！我们慈济基金会在这边呢，先恭喜大家度过过去新冠疫情的2020年，迎接我们新的流年，扭转乾坤。祝福所有的商家公司都能够生意兴隆，所有的工作的伙伴们，大家都能够正常工作，同时全家能够团圆。更重要的，要保护身体，身体健康。谈到身体健康，也希望鼓励大家多吃蔬食来强壮自己的身体。更重要的，跟我们慈济一起来行善造福，让我们的社区在2021年牛年更顺利、更好。新年快乐！接下来，我们慈济基金会带给大家的节目是“大爱让世界亮起来”。
心，迎接每一个希望的清晨，歌声飞扬，答案让世界亮起来。
描绘真实人生，抚慰人间疾苦，
启发善良的心灵，跟随菩萨的脚步，
创造美丽境界，
传递大爱到世界各处。感恩的心守着每一个平安的夜晚，期待明天答案让世界亮起来。
感恩的心守着每一个平安的夜晚，
期待明天答案让世界亮起来。
大家好，我全美升道部行政總裁，亦都係排流協會嘅秘書長梅建國。我喺呢度咧，祝大家喺新嘅一年咧，牛步平安啊！最緊大家身體健康，樣事事如意。
祝布鲁克林区政府亚当斯区长办公室主办的第8届新春活动圆满成功，五福临门，
送福5周，
家庭幸福，
牛气冲天，
福满人间，招财进宝，
流年不到。
祝大家
新年快乐，万事如意。
Everyone, my name is George Su, the president of Chinese Business Association of New York. On behalf of all members of our association, we wish all of you prosperity, great health, and happiness for the year of the ox. We also wish Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams a wonderful year and successful hosting of Chinese New Year celebration.
各位朋友，新年好，元宵节快乐！布鲁克林区长 Eric Adams 主办了全市范围的庆祝农历新年的活动，现在已经圆满成功。我们华人社区表示热烈祝贺。我们深深体会到 ，Eric 这实际上是以这个活动表达了对我们华人社区的尊重，尤其是新冠病毒疫情期间，华人受到不公平的歧视和骚扰，这样的尊重对我们尤为可贵。Dear friends, Mr. Eric Adams, the president of Brooklyn Borough, hosted a citywide event to celebrate the Lunar New Year, which was a complete success. Our Chinese community would like to express our warm congratulations. We deeply understand that this is exactly how Eric expressed the importance of the Chinese community. Especially the Chinese people suffered unfair discrimination and harassment during the coronavirus pandemic. This kind of activities is especially valuable and appreciated.
morning, everyone. My name is Rosita Chan. I'm with Brooklyn Community Improvement Association. Every year, we have outdoor activities to celebrate the Chinese New Year. During the pandemic, we canceled the outdoor activity. And I wish everybody have a happy and healthy New Year.
美国福建同乡会热烈祝贺布鲁克林区长亚当斯春节活动圆满成功，祝2021年新年快乐，身体健康，阖家幸福。
首先，我代表世界山东主家总会，在新年来临之际，我们布鲁克林有2个大活动，一个新年参拜会，也是我们区长主办的上斗活动。我们在这儿也预祝我们的区长亚当斯今年
Happy New Year， 恭喜发财，恭喜发财。I'm Stephen Wang from the Hotel Chinese Association. I'm very interested and happy to join in tonight for that event. Look back last year, because of the COVID-19, in fact all the businesses in New York City, especially hotel, restaurant, and any small businesses get very deep infected. But I'm so happy to seeing Portland President Eric Adams do a lot of community special service. He sent a lot of food for all different groups and different kind of people. I hope in this year we work together again, change for the new build New York City, because we need everybody work together.
到你到过的地方，和你曾度过的时光，不想错过每一个，多希望我一直在你身旁。未来何从何去，你快乐我也就没关系。对你我最熟悉，你爱只有我却更爱你。我能习惯远距离，爱总是身不由己，宁愿换个方式，至少还能遥远爱着你，还能克服远距离，多远都要在一起。你已经不再存在我世界里，请不要离开我的回忆。如果阳光永远都是热，如果彩虹不会到颜色，你能不能不离开呢？我能习惯远距离，爱总是身不由己，宁愿换个方式，至少还能遥远爱着你，还能克服远距离，多远都要在一起。你已经不再存在我世界里，请不要离开我的回忆。
美国早知道教育在这里祝大家牛气冲天，牛年大吉。
I'm all alone in a ghost town. There's a beautiful madness inside my soul, and I can't stop thinking of you. Walking on the lonely avenue. Are you? Are you? Are you? My love so wild. Please give me a sign.
La donna, dai
Chinese New Year. I'm Ashley Liang, the founder of Ashley Liang Dance Company.
which Ari Adams, head of Brooklyn District, will successfully host the celebration of 2021 Chinese New Year of Arts with all happiness and prosperity.
祝布克林區區長亞當斯舉辦2021年新春活動圓滿成功，恭祝新年快樂，牛氣沖天。
你聽鑼鼓聲一片，聲聲送舊年。你伴大眾多歡唱，個個樂連連。歡呼聲、歌樂聲，響徹凌霄殿。齊聲恭祝你有個歡樂年，個個舞舞共歡慶，開開要聲共歡宴，年年歡樂，歡樂年年。
大家好，在这里，我代表我们布鲁克林区区长亚当斯办公室及我们的中美纽约布鲁克林牌楼协会，向各位说声谢谢。感谢所有出席活动的嘉宾。今天这个活动的圆满是所有背后的区长办公室的员工，包括我们的布鲁克林区长亚当斯、布鲁克林区长、副区长英轨，还有我们的特别活动组的 Lori 背后的很多人，整个团队，包括纽约身边市的制作人 Louis， 还有义工Shara 张婷老师、刘毅等所有的义工们及艺术团的团体们，这次的成功是因为有你们的支持，还有你们的出席，再次感谢大家，谢谢你们一直的支持。新年快乐，元宵节快乐，祝大家团团圆圆，身体健康，家庭幸福。谢谢，我们今天的活动到此结束。Thank you everyone. Today this event successful because behind this event we have Brooklyn Borough President Ari Adams, and then also Brooklyn Borough President Ari Adams, the team, office team, Lori, and then another Carly together, and then also the Louis and volunteer Cheryl Zhang, Liu Yi, and all the
the art, the performance, and to make this happen, success for the event. Thank you, everybody, and thank you. This year, everybody can be health, happiness, and a happy Lantern Festival. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Today the show is end. Maybe we can see next time event. Thank you.